you're ready to go. So the other one I will touch on is managing sponsors. First of all, you can put this on your website. I'll show you a screenshot of that in a moment. The sponsor levels, get people to support your school and get a little extra PR out of it. Certainly show them perks. And then what's great about Dojiggy is you can accept these sponsorship donations right there online. This is a screenshot of an example of a sponsorship page where they click on register now on the level of sponsorship that they'd like to do, and it takes them through the process of paying for that sponsorship, uploading a logo if they prefer, and then once they click done and it's been processed, it automatically puts their logo up onto your sponsor's site. You don't even have to do the extra paperwork or the extra work on the website. So those are some of the basics of how to set up your site. Marketing is so important. You have to get the word out. So I was going to give you some suggestions as to how to do that effectively and in a fun way. I always suggest recruiting evangelists. You need people who are not only excited about the school and about the walkathon, but are excited about this online tool. During the process and the timeline I talked about having people test out the site, from that point, figure out the people who loved it, who were so excited to do it, grab those people and have them be your true evangelists. I would also suggest pre-announcing the registration date through whatever mechanism, paper or email, that you communicate with parents. Put a real date on the calendar. Say the website is launching on this date. Do it far ahead of time so that they know it's coming and it creates some excitement. Also, do a quick start guide if you can. You want your parents to know, or your students if they're old enough, how to get going. You want them to know all of the key things they need to do on the website to make them successful in the fundraiser. And then also I suggest continually sending messages to your parent and your participant base. You've got to build this momentum so that the competitions are healthy and strong and people are trying to get more and more donations, and they're sending emails out to a dozen, 2 dozen people to try to get those donations up. There's time. And then of course, as I mentioned before, teacher involvement is so important because it's those teachers that are with the kids all day long. This is, after all, an event for the kids. Certainly, it's their participation in the walkathon that is the reason for this event. But what comes out of their excitement and their interest in participating in the walkathon is money to support those critical programs that they need. So it's about the kids. Get the teachers involved. Have the teachers get their kids excited. After all, students tend to listen to teachers. They don't listen to their parents. So let the teachers do all that work. All right. So
hey everybody, this is Carrie. Hold on, let me try to find out what's going on with Suzanne's volume. Suzanne, are you there?
yes.
We lost you on the last screen, your volume.
Okay.
Just on this one, just on the donor when you switched here. So maybe start at the first bullet on this screen.
Oh, sure. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, great, awesome. So I will start back on this screen. So about getting the word out to the donors. And this is something you want to give direction to your participants or the parents of your participants on this, and give them the right tools to be able to get that word out. So I always suggest thinking global. Don't think about your backyard and your neighborhood. Think about the relative you have across the world, the relative you have across the country, and send an email blast to all of those people that you think might want to support. It's not going to be a really long list for a lot of people. It might be a dozen. It might be some close family, some friends, and some coworkers. But certainly encourage them to send at least a dozen emails out, and possibly 60 or 80. Definitely have them post the request for donation to their Facebook page. What I have noticed in the years that I've done fundraising is that so many people out there want to help. They want to give either their time or their money to a cause that they believe in. And so many people are too busy to go and find that cause. So if you present it to them on your Facebook page where you're not encroaching on their space, it's just published out there, and they see you, or they like your kid, and they want to support a great cause like a school, it's very simple for them to click on that status update in the Facebook bar, get over to the website, and make a pledge literally right at your kid's donation page. So very simple. If you just ask, sometimes people will just do it. They just want to help. Also, don't forget your neighborhood. This isn't about making everything impersonal. You want to keep this as personal as possible. So certainly, walk the neighborhood. Give your kid the experience of asking people for donations and asking for support. When you do that, though, keep in mind how you're going to grab those donations as a parent. Are you going to just hand them a little card, a note that has the webpage on it, or are you going to take the donation and then go back later and log it into your kid's account so that they get credit? Things to consider. And of course, remember your etiquette. I always say, really truly make it personal. Even if you've asked for a donation online or through email, if someone has taken the time and the money to give a donation to your kid's school, send them a personal note. Have your kids sign it or write it out. Pick up the phone and call them and say thank you. It's a great way to teach kids appreciation, and it really helps people to feel connected to a cause. So, in the end, what you want to do, once your walkathon's over, hopefully you've blown away all your numbers and everyone's excited about it, you really need to revisit that ROI, the return on investment calculation, including your actuals. Make sure you were accurate. Maybe you did better than you thought you would. Certainly look at the number of participants, decide if you've got more than you did last year, maybe because of the online presence, and then look at the average participant pledges. You want to see if you've gotten a higher pledge per participant than the year before, likely because of the online presence. And then look at all of these different things. Certainly look at analytics. Figure out where the traffic's coming from. Where are you getting most of your donations? And then the other thing I suggest doing is putting out a participant survey to the parents or to the students if they're old enough. Ask them how it went for them and ask them for specifics, because that will help you do a better job next year and build on the success you've already created. So I'll just take a moment here. I know we're really close to running out of time. I want to tell you a little bit about my program. I did start this business. I didn't plan on starting this business, but it started because of the success that I created at our school with our walkathon. I learned that so many local organizations like schools and parent organizations don't realize what tools are out there in the world to use for these online fundraisers. They don't make the leap. And my job is to help schools and other local organizations use the tools that are out there and get them up and running so that they can make more money off of their current fundraisers or off of new fundraisers than they already do today. And I'm so excited about the business. As we speak, my website should be live, I hope. And I encourage you to go to the website. But really, contact me if you'd like to talk a little bit more about your fundraiser and what you think we could do by taking it online. And I will offer out there for participants in today's webinar, I am offering that I will do a complimentary return on investment analysis for each one of you if you'd like to take me up on that. I just really want to encourage you to look at what online fundraising can do for your school walkathon. So here's a little bit of a contact list. Reach out to us. DoJiggy is very accessible. They have a great website with lots of tools to check out, a lot of information, and certainly reach out to me. I would love to talk to you and learn about your event and how we can take it online. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, everyone. I'm just going to wrap this up quick. While I'm speaking, if anyone does have any final questions, please raise your hand and we'll go ahead and address those. I want to reiterate, in addition to Suzanne's generous offer to do a free return on investment analysis, DoJiggy also is offering a special right now exclusively for schools, $100 off any of our online fundraising software, and that is good through the end of September. I also wanted to let everybody know that this webinar will be available online on our website, dojiggy.com. If you know any coworkers or friends that would like to, that you think this information would be helpful, or if you'd like to refer back to any of the topics that we've covered today. And again, please feel free to reach out to Suzanne or one of the sales representatives at DoJiggy with any additional questions you might have. With that in mind, I do not see any hands, so we don't have any questions. And it looks like we're actually finishing about 4 minutes early. So enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you again for your time.